Welcome back, dear English learners. This time we're going to speak about future in the past. All right, this is the grammar topic that is described in my grammar lab, which is level C1, C2. And I suggest that you open Unit 29 after watching this video and revise all the material yourself. All right, so I would love to start with a brief example sentence, which is going to be, I was going to get up early this morning, but the alarm clock didn't go off. Right? So here, the key idea of future in the past is the description of the future form from the viewpoint of the past. All right, so we describe future events from the viewpoint of the past. Let us see how we do it. First of all, there was a point in the past, like 11:30 p.m. probably, when I intended to get up early the next day, right? I intend to get up early tomorrow. This is something I told myself at 11:30 p.m. yesterday. That was my future plan. Then at 6 a.m. today, the alarm clock does not go off, right? So it is silent. And at 9 a.m., this plan of getting up earlier is now in the past. It was not fulfilled. I woke up late today. So I'm describing my plan from the viewpoint of the past. I was going to get up early this morning. Basically, this is one of the easiest tools to describe future from the standpoint of the past. The plan that is not usually fulfilled, it didn't happen, is described using be going to. Let us see the example. The fitness club was going to increase its annual subscription, but so many members protested that it backed up. All right, so it was fitness club's past plan to increase the subscription. It was going to increase the subscription, but members protested and the plan was not fulfilled. Also, we can make excuses and apologize by using unfulfilled plans from the standpoint of the past. I was going to buy you a birthday present, but I couldn't find anything you'd like, right? I was planning to buy, right? That's a regret and excuse. Also, the negative form is used to talk about things we have done but didn't intend to. This is a little bit similar to the previous point that I made. We were not going to disturb you, but we thought you should hear the news from us, right? So we were not meant, we didn't intend to disturb you, to bother you, but we thought that it is necessary, right? We some kind of regret this situation. Also, it is possible to describe a past intention that was fulfilled, right? The first point tells us that the plan was not fulfilled, but there are sometimes cases when the plans actually happened. Thanks for posting my letter. That's okay. I was going to post mine anyway. So I did post them. You can see a tiny signal here, like anyway, or though probably can be used here as well to describe that the past intention was fulfilled. All right, let us move on then. Basically, whenever we are turning our narration to the past, we can actually transform any present tense into the past one. For example, present continuous becomes past continuous. They were coming for dinner, but in the end, they didn't arrive until midnight, right? So that was a plan that was not fulfilled. They were coming. Will and shall are converted into would. The heating wasn't working, so we hoped the engineer wouldn't take long, right? Instead of will, we use would. Will have is turning into would have. The cabinet thought the oil crisis would have ended before the election, right? So would have ended is perfect infinitive, have ended. I described it in numerous videos about grammar, and please, you can watch those if you'd love to. All right, also, there are such great advanced constructions as be about to, be due to, or just be to. Let us see how it's formed. As she raised her arm, he realized she was about to hail the taxi. Also, to be due to is used exactly the same as we previously mentioned in the sentence about the taxi. Be to or is to, are to, was to, were to is again about some kind of obligation, about some plan. We were to have been met by the tour guide. All right, so here are 3 points that we need to comment on in this sentence. B2 describes an obligation, right? A plan. Have been, it's perfect infinitive, right? To have been. And the passive form is also used here. To have been met by the tour guide. You can see the verb to be and the third form of the verb. All right, so the tour guide was to meet us, or we were to have been met. Okay, let us comment a little bit on the meaning itself as well. We get the same meaning as we do in present tenses, right? So we use the present continuous to talk about arrangements. So the past continuous also refers to the arrangement. So nothing changes at all despite, except for the tense, the context. We were meeting them at the concert hall, but we didn't know which entrance they were waiting at. If we'd love to convert it to the present tense, the meaning will stay the same. We are meeting them at the concert hall, but we don't know which entrance they are waiting at. So only the context, right? The tense is changing here. With was or were due to, sorry, and present infinitive, we don't know if the event happened or not, right? So we don't know if the action, the expectation was fulfilled or not. The exam results were to arrive or were due to arrive at the school today. So the exam results were to arrive at the school today. We can phone to find out whether they have arrived, right? So we don't know if the event happened or not. Be due to and perfect infinitive, right? To have done or to have been done tells us that the event did not occur, right? The exam results were to have arrived at the school today, but apparently they haven't been released yet. We know for sure that something did not happen, right? Were to have arrived. Exactly the same happens when we're speaking about necessary and unnecessary actions. Also, please have a look at this video on my channel. So whenever we use perfect infinitive, the action did not happen. So here we have some exercises to check if you understand the grammar topic correctly. Please share your answers in the comments below and help other viewers of this video to memorize this grammar rule better. So thank you very much for watching. If you still have any questions about this topic, please also share those in the comments below. And I'm gonna see you in my next video, and bye bye. See you.